Hello, I just want to say that I am for VIS and I'm going to start from 1 to 5. So the first one, I disagree with the Alcamo Booth versus Maryland of 1987, where the court found that the VIS violated the Constitution. The testimony of these individuals, as far as, the family, friends, etc., can provide valuable insight into the victim's personality, behavior, and relationships, which can help the court understand the context of the crime. Family members, friends, teachers, employers, and clergy should have the right to testify in court on behalf of their loved ones. They are also victims and can provide valuable insight. For example, a family member can testify about the victim's personality and how the crime has impacted their family, while a teacher can speak about the victim's academic performance and behavior before and after the crime. Presenting pictures from the victim's life can be impactful, but there should be a time limit to ensure efficiency. And as far as family members limiting that from friends or others listed above in question 1, I disagree with Gathers 1989 that capital hearing sentences should only be focused on the crime from the defendant's perspective as evaluated by the actions rather than those of the affected loved ones. The victim impact statement plays an essential role in the criminal justice system, allowing those impacted by a crime to express the emotional, physical, and financial effects it has had on their lives. It is crucial that the VIS encompasses all individuals who have a relationship with the victim, especially those who may not be in close contact with their families. In cases like this, every voice that has been impacted by the defendant should be heard and taken into consideration. The more people who share their experience, the greater the assurance that justice will be served with fairness and equity. For the third question, victims of crimes often experience trauma that can have a lasting impact on their lives. To help them cope and heal from their trauma, it is crucial to allow them the freedom to express their feelings in their own unique way. Whether it is through poetry or writing, every individual should be given the opportunity to express the impact of a crime in a safe and supportive environment. It is important not to tell victims how to express themselves, but to provide them with a space where they feel heard and understood. This can help them find closure and move forward with a greater sense of empowerment and control over their emotions. As stated in the article, letting victims have their say, giving victims the opportunity to express themselves can have therapeutic benefits and can also educate defendants about the harms of the crime. For number 4, I think jurors should not be giving strict instructions on how VIS is. The court system often favors the defendant, which is worrying. I read an article on the article of victim impact evidence in capital cases that was given to us in this lecture that caught my attention. One passage stated that jurors may rely on emotion rather than facts, leading to cruel and unusual punishment. I believe jurors should not be told how to react to cases or feel towards a victim or defendant. This undermines the purpose of VIS and the victim's testimonial. Now, for the last question, in the YouTube video, in our article, Do Victim Impact Statements Impact Criminal Sentencing? It says that critics argue victim impact statements are too emotional to be used in our criminal justice system. However, defendants are allowed to make emotional statements to a judge as a plea for mercy during sentencing without reducing the objectivity of the criminal justice system. In my opinion, the defense should only be allowed to challenge the victim impact statement if they can provide evidence that they did not commit the crime. The VIS is an important tool that allows victims to express the impact of the crime on them, and allowing the defense to refute the VIS without evidence could invalidate the victim's experience. However, if the defense can prove their innocence, then they should have the right to challenge the contents of the VIS. Thanks for your time.